Hey everybody, it's Hallie. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. So today's video is something that I've wanted to make for a little while. It is all about my tattoos and my piercings. Just kind of the story behind them or why I got them. We're going to start with my first tattoo, which I will insert a picture here. It is on the inside of my left arm. It says joy, and I got it on my 18th birthday. It was actually an 18th birthday present from my mom, and she went with me. And at the time that I got this, I was dealing with a lot of depression and anxiety, and it was a good reminder for me to always choose joy over whatever I'm feeling at the moment, and just to focus on joy and happiness. And it was a good small tattoo to get for my first time. It was in a good place too. Pain-wise, it wasn't too bad. It just felt like some bee stings. It was probably the least painful out of all of my tattoos. And I thought about what to get for a long time for my first tattoo. First, I thought that I was going to get Be Still, and that's from a Bible verse that says, "Be still and know that I am God." And I ended up not getting that because the way that I wanted it designed, it looked like a giant B and a giant S. And that wasn't something that I was willing to have inked on my body. So my second one I actually got done on my foot, and I'll insert a picture here. And here's the video of me getting that tattoo done. The foot was probably the most painful out of all of them. It wasn't too bad. Like, I would definitely get it done again. But I went with my friend Amber, who you guys saw in my hiking adventure video. And it hurt quite a bit, but it wasn't horrible. The shading was probably the worst part. And it says, "It was then when I carried you." And that is from a story that I grew up hearing. It's called Footprints in the Sand. And basically the story is there was this guy walking on the beach with God. I believe this was a dream that he had. So him and God were walking on the beach, and he saw the two sets of footprints. And then all of a sudden his life started getting really hard, and he couldn't find God, and there was only one set of footprints in the sand. And he called out, he's like, "Why have you abandoned me in my time of need?" And God was like, "No, it was then when I was carrying you." And so that was big for me, just because I've gone through a lot in my life. And that story is one of my favorite stories, just because it shows that God is always with you, even when you can't see him or even when life is going hard. Now, my third tattoo is my favorite. I'll insert a picture here. That picture was when I first got it, so it's still like red and swollen, but I'll show you it now. So it says, "I am because you are," and that's a daisy. And my mom's favorite flower is a daisy, and so I wanted to get a tattoo dedicated to her. So it's the flower and then the words going up it like a stem. And I am who I am because of who my mom is, and my mom will forever be my best friend. I've gone through a lot, and she was always by my side through it all, and I always knew that I could come to her with anything that I had going on. And as for that tattoo, it didn't hurt too bad. It was kind of right on the bone, and the shading of the daisy was a little bit painful, but it's definitely my favorite. I love that I have something dedicated to my mom. And so now some of my piercings. After I turned 18, I got my first tattoo in January, and then I got my first over 18 piercing in February, which was my belly button. And at the time, my foster sister went with me, and she decided that she was never going to get her belly button done because of watching me get mine done. It did hurt quite a bit, but I love it. I probably will always keep it. It's just something cute. I also got my nose pierced, and that was, I'm not sure when I got that pierced, but it was something that I had wanted to do for a long time, and my cousin went with me for that. And so I went, and I was just gonna get my nose pierced, and then the lady's like, "We're having a 2-for-1 deal if you want to get something else pierced." And I was like, okay, what else can I get pierced? And there was also an ear piercing that I had wanted to get for a while that was supposed to help with migraines, and you can't really see it, but it's hidden right inside here, because I dealt with migraines a lot. I would have at least one a month, it seemed like, and they were really hard because when I get migraines, I can't see. Like there's just a certain part of my vision that is taken out, and I think they're called optical migraines. And it was hard because sometimes I would have to leave work or I'd have to get a ride from work because I couldn't see enough to drive. So I got this done. I think I got it over a year ago. And since then, I have only had one migraine and it wasn't even that bad. So I would highly, highly, highly recommend getting this piercing if you have migraine. For my ears, I have 3 ear piercings on each side going up my ear. And I also have my cartilage pierced. There's still some piercings that I would like to get, like I want to get an industrial bar. So anyways, that is it for today's video. Please leave a like and a comment down below and tell me about your tattoos. And until next time, remember that you're awesome and have a nice day.